the show, boys. Just kidding, but welcome back to the vlog ski. Today we've already had quite the morning. We left the house. Well, we were supposed to leave the house at 8:45. We didn't leave until about 8:55. But we had to bring... Oh, was I saying 8? 7:55. Anyway, the window of our driver's side door stopped working, so I had to take it down to the dealership to get it fixed, and so we had like an early morning appointment at 8:30. And it was right next to, it was very close to the Porsche dealership, which were those clips that you saw. If you guys are new here for any which reason, I'm obsessed with Porsches. I have been since I was like 15, and my goal is to get like either a Porsche Cayenne or a Porsche Macan, as shallow as that may seem to some. I just love cars. I'm such a car person. So I feel like it really started the day off at a really great start, because how would I not love going into the Porsche dealership and looking at all the cars. We also had one of the sweetest, he wasn't necessarily a car salesman, he was like the host there, but shout out Michael, he was so kind and so sweet to us. And we were gonna maybe try to test drive a Taycan, which is their like electric car, because he was talking about how much he loves it. And at first he's like, yeah, you're just gonna need like your driver's license, proof of insurance, and a phone number. And I had left my wallet in my boyfriend's car, so we were like, okay, we're gonna have to go walk back and get it, like, and we'll come right back, no worries, sure thing. And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't even know how to show proof of my car insurance. And then furthermore, he was like, yeah, I'm like, it's because we're kind of, why did he say, I don't know if it's because they were slow, but he was just like, on a normal day, you know, we've been having to have people prove their proof of income to make sure they're like serious buyers before they test drive. And that's how I was like, lady, we gotta get out of here, dog, because we're about to be put in handcuffs. So really, I took my free trail mix that I was able to get and left in peace. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going, we got a long ways to go. Michael, I'm not gonna call you back later this week, but give me a couple years and I'll be calling you to get my Cayenne. Anyway, so now we just went to breakfast and we have to run some errands.
Yo, we're kind of behind, so we're on our way to Target right now. I can grab some if you want me to.
Target. I truly haven't been in Target in like ages, because we don't have one in our town. And I honestly purposely don't ever come here because I just know I would want to come and spend a lot of money. So I'm like, I just don't ever come. This is why I can't come in here. But look how I've been wanting to try the mini ones. They're $2. Laddie seems like the last thing you need is a freaking energy drink. But these are so cute. I want to try the cherry slush. Honestly, hot take, I heard so many good things about this. And when I tried it, it was so mid. My favorite from Alani Nu is definitely Cosmic Stardust. We're gonna do a taste test of this cherry slush, we as in me. So there's only 100 milligrams of caffeine in this.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm? Whoa, that tastes like cherry. Dude, the chemicals they probably put in this to be so potent. That's very good though. Don't want to try?
No.
Even a try? The peer pressure. Isn't it very potent?
That's like pure grenadine.
What's that?
What you put in Shirley Temples.
Oh yeah, and that's what it does, taste just like a Shirley Temple. You guys? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Athleta sent me a freaking package. I am being so serious. I got an email from Athleta, but I thought that it was a scam. When they're like, hey, we want to send you some stuff, I literally was like, that's a scam, and I deleted it. And then like a couple days later, I got a DM from the Athleta Instagram account, like saying like, hey, it's us again. We want to send you some stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is real. And so I went back and like took the email out of my trash, because I was like, I literally thought this was too good to be true, and I thought it was completely just scam. But Athleta sent me a freaking package, and so I'm so excited. And it's crazy because this morning I was like, I wonder when that's gonna come. And it showed up on my freaking door. The real freaking deal. When did I think I'd be getting PR from Athleta? Freaking never. This is so cute. It says, you are the movement, Olivia. Oh my God. I'm freaking out. Oh my goodness. I really can't believe this is happening. The first thing that they sent was this jacket, which it's the interval jacket, and it's in this really cool like deep green color. Oh my goodness, with a little super light hood that like will button off the top, which is really sick. Dude, this is so soft and buttery. Oh my goodness. Dudes, I've never had a white set before in my entire life. I don't know why I was not expecting this to be white. I'll tell you that. So this is their interval stash 7/8 tight, and it does have pockets on the side. Dude, this is crazy. The top, which is so cute. I love me a good white sports bra. Whoa! Okay, this is really cool. Dude, I can't get over how nice this material is. This is the back. It has like one solid strap and then 3 little straps. This is so cute. I think I'm gonna wear this today. Dude, thank you so much, Athleta. This is like literally a dream, and honestly, the 3 of these together, like this is such a cute set. All right, here's the fit on. I usually always size up with like jackets or just like tighter tops that go around my shoulders because my back can be pretty wide, but the small honestly fits perfect, and I love it. I love how lightweight this is. This is honestly the most comfortable jacket that I've ever put on. It's more comfortable than the Lululemon one for sure. It was also recommended that if you're in between sizes to size down, and usually I can be anywhere between a small and a medium, and I honestly, it like fits. I don't think it necessarily looks too small, but I honestly feel like I would have preferred a medium in the sports bra. It's like a little bit tight on the rib cage, even though in the size chart I should have been a very true small. So that's something to keep in mind, but I love the back of that. That is so cute. Let me drop it low for the leggings. I honestly don't know the last time I've put on cropped leggings. Like these go to the middle of my calves, which I honestly don't hate, especially for like yoga, but this is definitely see-through. Like you can see, oh, I think it's on this side, which is kind of a given with white leggings, but also I very much so am getting a little camel in the front. I don't know if sizing up would maybe help that, but I honestly do really love the pocket placement because it's still flattering with the glutes and like where this band is. I still really like it. I feel like I could really see myself wearing this to yoga in the summer. Alright guys, here we go with another full body circuit workout. You guys know the drill. Today we're doing 40 seconds on for each exercise, followed by a 20-second rest, and then you're going to move on to the next exercise. And we're running through all of these exercises for a total of 3 rounds. So I started off with a big movement of a squat to press to really get the full body activated here. You're going down into a normal squat, and then I have my palms in a neutral position, and I'm going to be doing an overhead press with those dumbbells. Again, I'm not using really heavy weight in this workout. This is more so about athleticism, agility, speed, all that good stuff. So next I moved into explosive step ups. That's my new name for these. These always burn out my legs, but they feel so good. So it's really important to keep your core really tight here. I also like to keep a little forward lean just to help with my balance. And then basically I'm just essentially jumping up from one leg to the next, alternating each foot. And this is a great one to get your heart rate up and to really get the legs burning. Then I rested for 20 seconds and then I moved into more of an upper body and core exercise. So I'm using a yoga ball here and I'm doing a push-up to a tuck-in. If you want a modification, you can totally get rid of the yoga ball and just maybe do some mountain climbers for the tuck-in portion. So with the push-up, I'm always keeping my elbows so they're coming out at about 45 degrees from my side rather than a full-on T. I'm trying to keep my core really nice and tight and keep my spine all in a line. And then at the top of that push-up, I'm basically again bringing my belly button to my spine to pull my knees in towards my chest. I'm just realizing how perfectly these shorts match my shoes. Wow. Okay. Then I did a back exercise. So this is completely a body weight movement, but do not underestimate this. I don't know why I always think these are so freaking hard. So these are called Supermans, and we're essentially using pretty much all of our posterior chain in the sense of our back and our glutes. And I'm starting with my hands overhead, and then I'm kind of windshield wipering them down towards my hips, and I'm squeezing my lats as I'm doing so. And I'm also bringing my chest off the ground, and I'm also simultaneously bringing my feet off the ground as well when I'm contracting my lats by squeezing my glutes. So this is hitting our glutes, our low back, upper back, lats. It's a really good one. Then to get our heart rate up again, I'm moving into good old Speedskaters. This is also great to have some explosivity and speed and movement in the lateral plane, which we don't often train. So it's a really great athletic movement to incorporate. But I'm essentially, if you guys know what a curtsy lunge is, it's kind of like that, but we're just adding a little bounce, a little run to it. We're making a little jump. Again, if you want a regression, feel free to just step this out. You can get rid of that little jump to the side, but you should definitely be feeling this in your quad and in the upper outer portion of your glute. And I'm essentially just trying to explode off of that working leg, jumping to the other leg, and then swinging the non-working leg behind me kind of at a diagonal. Then for some balance work, I did a dumbbell RDL to a knee drive. I love this one for some reason. I'm essentially just trying to tap the ground with the dumbbell, keeping my core really tight for stability here, and then I'm bringing my opposite knee up towards my chest to do a knee drive, again while by bringing my belly button to my spine. This again is really good for balance and stability. And then of course I always finish off with 2 back-to-back ab exercises just because I prefer the burnout, but if you want to space these out, totally feel free to go for that. So this is a side plank dip, pretty self-explanatory. I'm keeping a high side plank and I'm just doing a really subtle little dip. I'm bringing my hips down towards the mat and then trying to push them up towards the sky. Like I said, we're doing each exercise for 20 seconds, so I'm switching we're doing each exercise for 40 seconds. So I switch sides at 20 seconds, and that also holds true for that dumbbell RDL to knee drive as well. And then for our last exercise, I did marching crunches. These are probably like one of my favorite ab exercises. I don't know why, but I just feel it so freaking good. So again, as with every core exercise, we're trying to keep our belly button tucked to our spine to properly engage those muscles. I'm keeping my feet hovering over the mat the whole time, and I'm basically alternating, bringing in my knees towards my chest, and I'm going to try to meet that by bringing my chest to my knee as well. So I'm lifting my shoulder blades off the mat to really get a really thorough big contraction in our abs. It's like cold, but not that cold, but still not comfy. That is for sure. Alright, you guys, I wanted to take a little bit in this vlog just to sit down with you guys, have a little chat, have a heart-to-heart, and honestly just be very real and honest with you guys and just kind of give you guys a life update, because I've been feeling so disconnected from you guys, honestly, for a really long time, if I'm being honest, for months at this point, and I honestly absolutely hate it. I hate it so much. I love Live Fit and I love having this community, and so to feel like that isn't what it used to be, I guess, or to feel just disconnected and not as in touch with you guys honestly makes me very sad, because it just was something that made me happy, and it was like the support system and just this way of relating to you guys, and I just loved it so much. And I feel like it's kind of for a few different reasons, and I feel like just overall in general my presence on YouTube and my relationship with my social media platforms has just simply changed since I first started this whole thing, since I really went all in and like started doing Live Fit full time. And I think it just comes with the territory of being in the industry for longer, seeing the realities of the industries. Like obviously my relationship with it is going to change, how I show up with it is going to change, and so I know that is normal, but it's so hard for me to not get in my head and feel like I need to try to get to that version of me who originally started this, if that makes sense. I find myself really looking back on who I was, you know, back in like 2021 when things started to take off, and I find myself constantly trying to get back to that point or get back to that version of me, because I just feel like I look back so fondly of myself in that time period of like, I just remember feeling so in tune, so aligned with my true self. I felt so connected with the universe, with my spirituality, with my soul, with my intuition. I feel like my intuition was so loud and clear to me. I just feel like I just was so electric in that time period, and I felt like that's when my connection with you guys was flourishing. Just Live Fit in general was flourishing, and I felt so connected to the work that I was doing, what I was creating, the message that I was putting out. And I still, don't get me wrong, feel super grounded in my mission, but I definitely feel like I'm disconnected from that version of myself, and I find myself constantly trying to figure out what I need to do to get back to that past version of me. And when I think about it longer, it makes me feel like, you know, the classic gym girl, when you look back at old pictures, you always think that you were in your prime back then, but then you don't realize how good you are or how in shape you are right now until you look back on it. And so I feel like it's one of those things where I'm almost inhibiting myself from feeling all those emotions that I want to be feeling because I'm constantly focusing on trying to be a past version of me instead of just leaning in and being present with who I am right now in this moment, in this present version of me, and falling in love with that and like honoring the phase of life I'm in right now. And that's like what I'm trying to do, but sometimes it's so hard to not compare yourself to a past version, because I just, in all honesty, the biggest message that I want to share with you guys, I know this is just like a huge rant, but like I have been feeling just so, I know I said so disconnected from you guys, and I 100% do, but I also feel so disconnected from myself. And what's really cool and kind of like a double-edged sword with what I do for work, it's like this Live Fit and this brand and what I preach, everything is really always a reflection of the relationship with myself, and that's what's really cool about what I have created. But so with that, it's like if I feel very disconnected and out of touch with myself, I almost always feel very disconnected and out of touch with you guys. And I think that's why this kind of feeling is happening. But I just have been just feeling a lot of imposter syndrome as well, like feeling like I'm not doing a good job at what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is not working, like I'm failing at what I'm doing, like I'm not as good as I used to be. You know, that I have lost my relevancy, and just like all these things where I really have been struggling I'm just trying to get back to a past version of me. And I think the reality is that just is gone. And that's what's kind of hard with social media, is like, you know, just the fact of the matter is some people may resonate with the content that I produce of a different version of me, and they may not resonate with me currently, and that's totally okay, and that comes with the territory. And I think that's something that I need to accept as well. I feel like I'm kind of talking about two different things right now, of like feeling kind of more insecure and out of touch with like in terms of you guys and my career and what's happening with Live It, but also feeling that kind of same way with myself as well. And I think this is normal. I hope it's normal as like a mid-20-year-old girl, and it's like I feel like I have such a clear vision of what I want in life and like what I want my end goal to look like. But lately I just have been feeling so overwhelmed, so lost, so confused of how to actually get there. I feel like I've been questioning so many things. I feel like so many things that I used to be so sure about and confident in and so crystal clear on what I wanted to pursue, like I feel like I've been questioning those things now. And I think that could be a good thing, like it could be meaning growth. And I've been honestly exploring different avenues outside of Live Fit for other forms of work. I'm like, do I want to go back to school? Do I want to pursue different avenues? Do I want to get a certificate in something? Do I want to continue my education in something else? You know, thinking about where I want to move to. It's like there's just so many questions that I've been contemplating recently, and if I'm being honest, I do feel super stuck and stagnant in my life for the past like six-ish months, like 4 to 6 months. I definitely have felt super stagnant, that there hasn't been a lot of change, there hasn't been a lot of evolution in my life. And I think it's more so when we look at this in the terms of like the tangible on the surface level and the material, there hasn't been a lot of change, but I definitely have still been doing a lot of inner exploration. And I can't say that I've really found any answers that I've been intending to seek, for lack of a better term, but like I've been doing my wellness stuff. I've been really trying to focus on habits and all that sort of stuff. I just think right now my phase of life is this kind of mundane idle period, and I'm hoping that it's prepping me for something big to come in, or just for a shift, because I am really ready for a change. And I really struggle in the winter months, and so a part of me feels like this breakdown is right on schedule. Like mid-February is usually always when I like hit my peak winter breaking point, and I'm like, I need sunshine actually. Like maybe I'm not depressed, I just need sunshine. I need to be outside. I'm like sick of being cooped up in the winter, windows shut. Like I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I've been feeling lost in my identity, I guess if you will, because I've been feeling lost with my next steps in life. And I don't ever want to hide that from you guys or make you guys feel like I have it all going on and I know all the answers and all this sort of stuff, because I don't. And I'm just trying to live my best, most authentic life as I possibly can. And I do want to be open with you guys, and I want to document the ups and downs that come with it. And I even want to document the confusion, you know, the lack of clarity. And I think I've been waiting to feel very crystal clear again on like who I am and like kind of get rid of this brain fog, I guess, if you will. And I just feel like it just hasn't been coming, and rather than me waiting for a clearer vision to come through, I think what makes most sense and like what my soul is wanting me to do is just simply take you guys along with this process and with this journey, and just be open and share with you guys, like, I actually don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what my next steps are. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, and just document it. Because at the end of the day, I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now, but like at the end of the day, it's like I really just love living life. I love all the emotions that come with life. I think that's what gives life so much depth and vibrancy. And I think there is a lot of beauty in what I'm going through right now, even though I'm praying for answers and this clarity and these epiphanies. It's like not all of life are these like crazy growth spurts or spiritual awakenings and virality and all this sort of stuff. Like not all of life moves at that pace. There is a lot of mundane nature. There is a lot of slow growth, and I feel like I may be more in a season of having my roots being planted and kind of extending underground, even though on the surface I don't have this big flourishing plant right now. And I think I'm in a season of trusting the slow process. I'm in the season of trusting my slow blooming. I'm in the process of trusting the work that I'm doing of planting the seeds, that eventually I will reap the rewards. What are the fruits of my labor? Reap the seeds that you sow, whatever the saying is. I'm not like really, you know, nothing is wrong. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm in like this depressive episode or anything. Like I do feel happy. I feel grateful from day to day. It's like I just feel like I lack this like empowerment that I feel like I used to feel, or just feeling so sure and just in my power. And I really miss that feeling. And I'm honestly trying to see it as the seasons. Like I think I'm in a winter season of like introspection, hibernation, recuperating for things to bloom again. And I feel like that past season that I'm thinking of when I was super empowered and in my power and super confident and sure and crystal clear, like that was my summer season, metaphorically. And so I think it's just more so about having some patience, but it's a part of me feels like I just need to take a freaking risk and like just do something, because I also feel like a part of me feels like I'm just wasting time and feeling like I'm wasting some of the best years of my life, which I know isn't really constructive, but I can't help but feel that either, because I am 25 this year, you know, and it's like I want to seize these years so much, because I do want to settle down. I don't want to be like a traveling nomad forever when I'm like 35. Like I want to be able to settle down and have a family and have a house that we've worked for. And like a part of me feels like I've been waiting to try to get my feet under me in terms of being more financially stable, in terms of my career. But a part of me feels like I need to take the leap and then trust that the universe is going to catch me. Of course, smartly. I'm not going to go and like drop a ton of money, but like within my means, within reason, go take a leap. And I trust that the universe is going to catch me, but also kind of give me no other option but to find a way to make it work, if that makes sense. I feel like I've been waiting to like, okay, I'm finally ready now to move out on my own and take this big risk and move somewhere else and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I'm never going to feel ready. It's more so like when it is feasible, I feel like I just need to take a leap and take the risk. That's it, you guys. I'm gonna cut the vlog here because I know this talking segment's gonna be so long. It already is so long. I've been talking for like 15 minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for receiving this message. If you guys listened to this whole thing and just held space for me to vent to you guys and share with you guys what I'm going through. I do really love you guys so much, and I really cherish this community, and it's always in my intention to try to bring you guys content that you guys can really resonate with, that can bring you guys comfort or you guys can learn from, just bring you guys some value. So I'm really happy you're here. And I didn't even talk about, like, I could talk about a whole other thing, how I'm like trying to reprioritize where my efforts and energy are going in terms of content creation in my career, but that's like a whole other story. And so I'm just gonna cut it. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm sending you so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.